A dark chapter in American history. A mob of Donald Trump supporters stormed the US Capitol, trying to disrupt the 2020 election result.
The attack on our nation's capital on January 6th, 2021 was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy.
More than 2 years on, the former president has been indicted for his alleged role in trying to block the peaceful transfer of power.
We're going to walk down and I'll be there with you.
Stop the steal!
It was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government.
Donald Trump is facing 4 criminal counts, including obstruction of an official proceeding and conspiracy to defraud the United States. The indictment alleges that he used dishonesty, fraud and deceit to impair, obstruct and defeat the counting and certifying of the election results.
After the rioters had left the Capitol, he was still making calls to senators saying, change the vote. That just astonished me. And it means that's the strength of the case that the prosecutor has brought.
In a statement, the Trump campaign said he had always followed the law and labelled the legal action as the persecution of President Trump and his supporters and called it reminiscent of Nazi Germany. It's the third time in 4 months the former president has been criminally charged. Donald Trump leads a crowded field of Republican presidential candidates as he seeks a potential rematch with Joe Biden next year. But he faces a growing list of court dates, including a potential 4th indictment, this time in Georgia, over attempts to overturn his previous election loss. Donald Trump's legal team are expected to do what they can to delay proceedings.
The government has had 3 years to investigate this, and now they want to rush this to trial in the middle of a political season. What does that tell you? We deserve as much time as any American citizen to defend on these issues.
Mr. Trump is due to appear in court on Friday before a Washington, D.C. judge, not far from the Capitol his supporters attacked.
Donald Trump is facing charges that could see him sentenced to not just years or decades, but centuries behind bars. A civil trial for inflating his wealth to banks, another for defaming a woman he's already been found to have sexually abused. He'll be in criminal court next year for falsifying business records to cover up a hush money payment to a porn star. He's facing more than 40 charges relating to the improper retention of documents, including highly classified material. Remarkably, so far, nothing has dented Donald Trump's popularity among Republicans. He leads his nearest rival by more than 35 points and is tied with Joe Biden in a presidential rematch. Could these latest charges change that? Well, now Trump is accused of conspiring to illegally hang on to power when he knew that he had lost the election in 2020. He lied, and those lies fueled violence, even deaths. Becoming president again may be Donald Trump's best hope of staying out of prison. Drag the cases out, then drop them, or arrange a pardon. State cases are trickier, but they're also weaker. Bizarrely, Trump could already be in jail in January 2025 and still be sworn in as America's 47th president. These are uncharted waters.